How's everybody out there doing this evening? What's going on, American truckers? I got Snapper here with you this evening. Of course, I got my trusty miniature new mic here. I noticed in the last couple videos it seemed a little scratchy and a little loud, so I thought I'd back it up off my mouth a little bit. Maybe I had it too close. I have found another company that I'm going to be going to next month, so that's all squared away. I'm not going to release the name of that company yet. I'll do that next month probably, because I've already been hired there. Orientation's already set up. Rental car's already in place. They pay a little better, faster truck, nicer truck at that, you know. I don't want to give away too much information, but I will in an upcoming video, probably not the next video, but the video after it. This video here I want to talk about TWIC cards. I have a TWIC card, also have a hazmat. TWIC card comes in handy out here. It'll save you from having, if you're an owner operator, it'll save you from having to pay for an escort if you're ever picking up at a port or anything like that. Also works if you pick up in the plants, you know, Dow Chemical or any of those places. I also have a hazmat and tanker endorsement on my license. TWIC card I use because, as some of y'all know who follow my channel, y'all know that I do electrical work in the chemical refineries from time to time. I'll do small jobs when they have things come up. So I have to have a TWIC card in order to do that. You know, that's what a TWIC card looks like. And of course I got all these plant IDs for Dow Chemical and Exxon Mobil and Chevron, all them different refineries that I work in from time to time. You know, but anyway, TWIC card will cost you about $125. If you get it at the same time you're doing your hazmat, because it's the same background check, it's same fingerprint card, all that stuff, it's a little bit cheaper. I don't remember, but I know that if you get it by yourself, I think it's $125 or $126. Just because you have a record doesn't mean that you can't get a hazmat or you can't get a TWIC card. There's only certain crimes that'll keep you from getting a hazmat or a TWIC card, and they're like espionage, treason. They're crimes that if you've ever been charged with, you would know you've been charged with them. You know what I'm saying? I think firearms trafficking, things like that. Real high statured crimes, you know. So just because you got a criminal record doesn't mean anything. You can Google what will prevent you from getting a TWIC card, and the list will come up. It's not a real long list. There's not a lot of things that'll prevent you. Same thing with a hazmat. I'm gonna make a video on the hazmat exam. I'm also gonna make a video on the tanker exam to help any of you new drivers that may be fixing to take those tests. I also have an upcoming video that I've already made. I'm in the process of, you know, editing it a little bit, but it's on hours of service to help people who are trying to learn the hours of service. So that's going to be coming up too. So if you want to hear about any of those things, be sure to like and subscribe. Hope everybody out there is doing great. Hope everybody out there is staying safe. This TWIC card, man, it's worth its weight in gold. Some companies require it, and even if a company doesn't require it, it moves you up the list if you have one, because it saves them money as well, even as a company driver. Number one, they know you've already been vetted. You passed a background check for it. Number two, they can get you in anywhere. You know, you can get into anywhere with a TWIC card. If I remember right, it takes about 3 weeks to get your TWIC card in the mail. and you'll get a TWIC card will come, and I can't remember if you get your PIN code before or after your TWIC card. You may get your PIN code before it, but the TWIC card has a chip in it. They're good for 5 years. The TWIC card is. Every 5 years you have to renew it. But there's a PIN code that goes to that chip, and then if you're ever at a port, sometimes they want you to enter your PIN code. So you'll have to put like your right thumb and your left index finger on these scanners, and then you'll enter in the PIN code they sent you in the mail, that validates your TWIC card. So when you get that, you're going to want to hang on to it. Put it somewhere where you won't lose it, because you may need it. In all the years I've had mine, I've only had to use that PIN code once, and that was an Exxon in Baytown, and I wasn't driving a truck. Driving a truck, I've never had to use that PIN code, and I've been in and out of a lot of ports around the country. I've never had to use that PIN code. So, just something to keep in mind. I'm not gonna make this video real long. I just wanted to kind of put this out there to help some of you guys that might be thinking about getting the TWIC card. I'm going to put the link for where you would schedule your appointment for your fingerprint card and your background check. I'm going to put that in the description. You can just click that link. You can put in your zip code or whatever, and it'll bring up the locations. You can even schedule an appointment from it. But I'll put that in the description once I get this video loaded up, so be patient with me. And that's about it. There's not a whole lot to that TWIC card. And if I forgot something, one of you drivers out there's got one, and there's something I forgot to mention, feel free to put it down there in the comments. That way these other men and women can see, whatever information they may need when they go about getting their TWIC card. TWIC card is a Transportation Identification Workers Card, TWIC. That's the short form for it. Anyway, like always, we're all a family. We stand up for each other. Y'all stay safe out there, and keep trucking. Y'all see old Snapper in the truck stop somewhere, don't be afraid. Come over and say what's up. Talk for a few minutes. Let me know how you're doing out here. And everybody stay safe. And like always, keep trucking.